I'm Vicky, a Yorkshire lass in my early 40s, and after trying to buy house after house that kept falling through, somehow I ended up here, with my husband and border collie Hans in the quiet Lincolnshire countryside. We found an abandoned farmhouse on 4 acres that we bought at auction, and quickly realised it needed far more work than we thought. I think more than anything, we were just trying to find somewhere we could finally settle. We spent well over a year looking, and for a moment you'd think this might be the one. But then something would fall through and we'd be right back where we started. After a while, it just started to feel endless, until it got to the point where it felt like we were never actually going to find anything. I'd always been brought up to believe that money's hard-earned, easy spent. So for me, this wasn't just about buying a house, something we wouldn't just finish and then walk away from again. This place felt different. There was just so much to do that felt within reach of a regular home DIYer, more than we'll probably ever finish in a lifetime. But instead of feeling overwhelmed, this actually felt right, because I like learning, at least the end result. And we'd actually just come from living on a narrowboat. We'd handed the keys over to a brokerage and moved straight in here. And it wasn't exactly ready. There was no running water, the pipes had frozen, flooded the place, and parts of the ceiling were missing. It felt cold and a bit uninviting. On the boat we had water, limited, but it worked. It was small, cramped, but comfortable. And then we came here, big, open, quiet, but not exactly livable. We'd put everything we had into it, trying to make it work, with very little left to actually do it. But even then, we knew it had something. And if I'm honest, I didn't really want to live forever on a boat. It was something we did because we were trying to find the right place, and it felt quite limiting. There's only so much you can do in a space like that. No room for proper projects, no space to spread out. We were living right on top of each other. And after a while, it started to feel a bit claustrophobic. So going from that to this was a bit of a shock. We'd walk from one end of the house to the other and kept losing each other, which sounds ridiculous, but after living in such a small space, it took some getting used to. And Hans. When we first moved here, he was completely confused, stressed, panting, climbing all over me for comfort. He'd lost that sense of home. We'd been moving around for so long, and I think being older, he was just ready to settle somewhere. But it was quiet here, properly quiet. The kind of quiet where you hear birds before cars. And I think that's part of why this place mattered to me. Because for a long time, life had just felt like it was all go, working constantly, and somewhere in all of that, I think I'd forgotten what I was actually working towards. And not everything about this move has made life simpler. We're further away from family, which means less time together, less help when you need it. But being here has meant that we have to figure more things out ourselves. And in a strange way, that's made me feel more independent than I've ever been. But there was so much I wanted to do here. Make the house warm, grow food, bring life back into the garden, learn things I'd never done before, and probably get quite a few of them wrong along the way. But that was part of it. I don't need hair in my face right now. So if you're into countryside living, or just watching someone try to figure things out, you're very welcome here. And I definitely don't have a finished house, but I do know this place gave me something I didn't have before. And that felt like enough.